On to the next game then. Roosters versus Dragons. There will, unless you're a St George members holder, I don't see anybody backing against the Roosters in this one. Winning, relatively convincingly last week against the Eels. I mean, it was a thriller of a game. The scoreline flattered a little, but for me, the Roosters on top in that one. And good to see Tedesco won't be ruled out this week as well. Tupou carrying a knock last week. He won't be missing either. He's named back in the 17. Collins returns in the 17 jersey as well, as he missed last week. I think he was very, very missed last week, to be honest. We've both gone the Roosters in this one. Obvious choice.
Yeah, obvious choice, even with the Dragon's spine starting to click. The Roosters just too good. The scary part last week was when Tedesco went off, Brett Morris very easily went into the full-back role, and it looked as if nothing changed. Orbison slotted into the centres. Manu got pushed out of the wing, and it was service as usual. Tedesco, I mean, we're expecting that he plays. We also recognise that it's a 6-day turnaround, and the concussion protocol takes 6 days. On the sixth day, he would be cleared to play. So any setback would see him out, Ryan Hall onto the wing, Brett Morris to fullback. Yeah. It's a good test for the new Dragon spine with Ben Hunt coming off the bench to really test themselves against the Roosters. I don't think the Roosters deserve to be 24-10 winners last week, but they got the reward for essentially keeping Parramatta on their own goal line for the full first 40. I know you were sweating bullets there for a quick second, but no, the Roosters deserved probably 6.8 point win in the end. 14 was a bit generous, but Parramatta got tired and got sloppy in the last 15 minutes. I'm going Roosters 13 plus on this one, but I don't think that the Dragons are going to be completely flooded off the park. It very well could be something like it could be like a 30-16 kind of game. Yeah, the Dragons, if they get on a roll, if Dufty can have a moment of brilliance, if Lomax can break his way through, if Hunt or Norman can dart through the defense from close, the Dragons can put points on it. I just think the Roosters are going to be too good in attack.
Yeah, for me, the interesting inclusion in the Dragons, Saab on the wing, after so much talk about him being disgruntled and wanting to leave. There's players that have been rumoured to be disgruntled and looking for an out have a very tricky way of turning up and performing. I mean, when you look at the 18 Sims, 19 Saylor, 20 Tim Laffey, 21 Billy Britton, the Dragons have still got some quality, even in the reserves. I don't think by any means they're going to be a dead ringer, 50 odd points. I'd be wary of the Dragons, to be honest. I think it's almost an air of complacency there. That you look at that Roosters team and how they've been performing, that you'd be even tempted to maybe push the boat out to a 20-point margin. I just get the sneaky suspicion that the Dragons might turn up this week, but I'd still back the Roosters. But I do think it could only be an 8 or 10-point margin, which is a big call, to be honest. But I just have a feeling about the Dragons this week.
Yeah, I don't blame you. They've definitely looked better in the last couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks, they've played like a team that potentially could be there or thereabouts come the end of the season. Now, whether they can arrest the deficit back after their shocking start of the year, that remains something else to be seen. But if they can win the games that they probably should win from here on out, I'd say that maybe they're in the conversation. I I will say though, I said Roosters 13 plus, but the Dragons line currently is 17.5. So for anyone who's looking for some tips right now, granted this is 5:30 in the morning on Wednesday morning. As we record this, breaking the fourth wall here, 17.5 is not a bad shout if you're looking to try and get some sneaky money there on the Dragons.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think a lot of people have in mind that this one's going to be all the Roosters. I think the Dragons will have their moments, and that'll be enough to keep them within less than 3 converted. So yeah, I'm still backing Roosters by about 8 though.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah. Okay,